So you guys, if you click this video, you are about to watch my story time. In advance, sorry about the background. I tried to make it pretty for you. It didn't work. Sorry. Enjoy.
Let me tell you something. One month till I rum. It's not enough for me.
Hi guys, it's Naya. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna be doing a quick story time today, but before I start the story time, I just want to remind you guys it will be either here or here. Don't forget to click on that video, you know, buy you a necklace. Use code NAYA20 for 20% off on qualifying orders. Don't forget, we still holding on here. It's still here, whatever. But anyway, that's not the point. I mean, as you can tell by the title, I'm gonna be doing a story time on the time I used a fake ID to get into a club and your girl got too drunk. She did. Mother did. She did. Hold on a second though. So you guys, this stuff don't get you drunk. Like they say that, oh yeah, it gets you so messed up. We went through like half the bottle of this. Nothing. So we're just gonna jump into this story time. So my friend's birthday was in May. She turned 21. A lot of my friends actually turned 21 this year or the ending of last year, but me, my birthday's all the way in August. So I would have to wait technically until summer is over to actually, you know, go places, because my birthday's in August. June, July, that's when all the fun stuff happens. Like nothing happens after August because everyone goes back to school, right? So I was like, my friend's birthday is coming up. This is one of my close friends. I know her since elementary school. My friend hit me up. She was like, Naya, I'm thinking of doing a boat ride or going to like a lounger's thing. For the lounge, could be under 21. I was like, right, cool. But for the boat ride, I was nervous about, because y'all know for boat rides, you have to be at least 21 and over. So I was like, I don't really know what I'm gonna do as of right now, but just let me know what happens in the future and we're gonna figure it out. Later on in the future, right, boat ride, it gets canceled. Boat ride gets canceled, I think due to the weather or something, I don't know, but the boat ride gets canceled. So she was like, all right, so we're gonna do the lounge, yada yada yada. You could be under 21, I'm under 21, whatever. So the day of it comes, I got my outfit. I'm gonna see if I can find some clips of the night. I got on my outfit. I got like a long black jumpsuit from Fashion Nova, and the back is like zigzag cutout. If that makes sense. The back is zigzag cutouts, and I have on some black heels, and I got my black Moschino bag, and my hair's in the side part or whatever. You know, right now. So I'm getting dressed. I'm getting ready. I'm like, yeah, I look cute. Like I'm feeling how I look. I feel like I look cute. I go inside my bag to make sure I have my keys, check, got some lotion, check, perfume, check, lip gloss, check, ID. So I'm going through my bag. I'm like, where's my ID? I can't find my ID. I need my ID so I could at least, feel me, let them know that I'm at least over 18. Can't find my ID. Looking in my pockets, no ID, no. And I was like, I forgot I gave my friend my ID one time because I didn't have no pockets. So I'm like, my friend has my ID. Should I link him now? Mind you, it's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, should I link him for this ID? Or should I take my sister's ID, the 23-year-old ID? Let's see if we could make it past the 23 tonight, because as I said, I'm coming. I'm fully dressed. I ordered the Uber and everything. I'm on my way. Technically, I'm on my way. I take my sister's ID. By 23, 22, I have no idea. She's older, 21. Take her ID, right? Mind you, that whole entire day, I was out doing errands. I didn't eat a thing. I didn't eat not one thing. I didn't even chew a piece of gum. I didn't eat not one thing, y'all. So I take an Uber to my friend's house. She lives all the way in Queens, so I took an Uber all the way to Queens. She usually has food, but that day, crazy enough, she didn't have no food. So I'm there at her house, and I had an apple, because that's all she had. She had an apple, so I ate an apple. Mind you, I did not eat for that whole day. All I had was that one apple, you guys. Keep that in mind. So we at her house, we listening to music, we dancing or whatever.
If his money right, he can eat it like a Snicker. I ain't got time for you.
she's getting ready, and we waiting for people to come. Everybody's late. It's about to be 11, 12 o'clock. Everybody's late. So my next friend finally comes, and then we get in a car, and her dad drives us off. We standing outside. There's already a fight there. There's already a fight. Someone's arguing over bottle service. I have no idea, but he was arguing. He had on like a glittery suit and everything. I'm like, Mr. Man, just please, just go. Like, we're trying to get inside the club. We're trying to get lit. The club is closes in 3 hours. We need to go inside. And he was holding us up. I didn't eat today either. I don't learn. But anyway, we get there, guys arguing about bottle service, and then someone else comes in there arguing about how they're dressed, because I think they had jeans on and sneakers, and they was like, oh, you can't come in here dressed like that. And they started arguing back and forth. I was like, I kind of want to leave because I have anxiety. So I'm like, is there gonna be a shootout? Should we go? Like, should we what? I don't know. When I get nervous, I shake. Like, unintentionally, I start shaking. So as I'm standing there in my heels, I'm shaking, right? Because I'm nervous. The guy is coming up with he has a flashlight and he's looking at me and everything. So I'm nervous. I'm like, this is not even me on the picture. It's not. He goes past all my friends because they're 21. Passes them. Okay, fine. I give him my ID. Mind you, I'm shaking because I'm nervous. And not like full body, but like, since I had heels on, my leg was kind of shaking. I can't explain it, y'all, but I was shaking, and I just kept saying, it's cold. Y'all not cold? It's cold. While I'm shaking, whole time I'm shaking because I'm nervous, but they don't know that. They think I'm cold. All right, he gets to my ID, comes with the flashlight. I give it to him, look him in his eye, everything. Yes sir, that's me. As far as you're concerned, that's me on the ID. Comes out with the flashlight, barely looks at it. As I was giving it to him, we was talking to him about the under 21 thing, and I got even more nervous because he was like, what? No one is under 21 is allowed in here. So I was like, so even if I had brought my ID, where would I have gone? I would have got kicked out. I would have had to stay outside until they was done partying, because my dude was all the way in Queens. I live in Brooklyn. Had the flashlight on my sister's ID. He gave it back to me. I was like, okay. Gave me a stamp on my hand. Gave me the little ticket. And we was on our way. I was like, that was easy. I almost forgot that that wasn't me on the ID. I thought that was me. Like, that night you couldn't tell me I wasn't 22 years old. You couldn't tell me. No, it wasn't really. It's just not me. So yeah, fake ID. That's how I got in with the fake ID, right? Yeah, so basically, we get there. Bottle service lady come out. I'm like, ooh, let's get lit. Fine. That's what I came here to do. I came here to drink. Sober is overrated. Ooh. So yeah, I'm like, I came here to drink, so I'm gonna drink. There's bottles here. There was Canadian Goose, Henny, 2 types of champagne. They came out with ice, and they came out with cranberry juice. First thing I did, I poured myself. I had a cup of ice, and then I had like a cup of Henny. I had like a little bit at first for me, baby steps, and then I started because I wanted to get myself lit. When we stepped in there, they was playing mad Spanish music, and I was like, okay, I'm not feeling this. So I was sitting down because I don't know. So I was sitting down, and I was just sipping on my Henny, ice and Henny. And then they started playing soca, and I was like, hey, you ready now? At that time, I put myself, like, I'm pouring it like juice now. Why are you drinking it like juice? Did you eat today? Because I don't think you did, Naya. I don't think you ate that day, so I don't know why you drinking excessively like that. You couldn't tell me nothing. I'm drinking. They got the hookah, so I'm like, I never done hookah before. We're gonna do that for me. It's my friend's birthday. We're gonna try whatever. So I'm sitting down. I'm drinking loads of Henny, and I'm smoking on hookah. For nothing, I can't do the hookah, right? I don't know why. It just don't come out as like everyone else. Like, you know, like in the wintertime where you breathe out and it's not so much smoke, but you know it's cold outside. That's how it was coming out for me. But for everyone else, it was coming out like real actual smoke. And I'm like, all right, so I'm giving up on that. I'm gonna just keep drinking. So time is progressing, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm actually liking the Spanish music now. The Spanish music is hitting a little bit more for me. I'm feeling it. Oh wow, I gotta pee. So I get up. I'm like, whoa. And I stood up and I walked to the bathroom. That should have been that red flag number 1. I could barely stand on my 2 feet, but I went to the bathroom. I sat in the store. I used the bathroom, and I went and I washed my hands. I'm washing my hands in the sink. I'm like looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, girl, you drunk? Nah, not yet. Drink a little bit more. You bitch. I went back out, and more people started coming, sitting down. I'm drinking still, drinking still, more and more Henny. Why? I don't know, but I started feeling it, and that should have been my cue to stop. Because like I said, I didn't eat that day. Should have been my cue to stop. So I'm sitting there drinking, and I'm looking, it's flashing lights in the club. I'm gonna see if I can insert some clips, but it's flashing lights in there. And like, I was staring at something, and I was like, yo, am I tweaking right now? Like, I literally, there's music playing in the background, and I'm literally just sitting there like, hold up, girl, stop, get up, like mission abort, because I felt like I was seeing, I don't know, like I felt, I don't know. But even though that's how I felt, I kept drinking, because I can't tell y'all why. I really can't. Learn from my mistakes. Don't do this. Don't do it. I tried the hookah again. Gave up. More and more people started coming, but as they started coming, it's like a I think we like 2 hours in now when people started coming, because the club closed about an hour after they came. But by they came, I was already drunk, because I don't remember who came. Like, I remember I was talking to one of my friend's cousins, and she was like, oh yeah, I follow you on YouTube, and I was like, oh, you do? That's the last thing I really remember clearly. But I don't even remember that. Like, they came, and I was sitting down the whole entire time because I couldn't get up. They was like, Naya, come on and dance. Like, come, get up and dance. And I was like, I can't, because if I stand up, I will fall. I promise you, I'm gonna fall. I promise. I can't stand up right now. No, I can't. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was just sitting there. Mind you, I was sitting down the whole time. So it's time for us to leave. I don't remember the music cutting off. I don't remember. It's kind of a blur, but I remember everyone was getting up and leaving. I remember seeing like a security guard, like kind of pushing us out. And I remember like someone giving me a bottle of the Canadian Goose, and I took it because I think they tried to make me take it out. But I had it, and then I dropped it, and then I just left it. I was like, I don't know what y'all doing, but I think my friend picked it up and took it. I don't know. We're walking outside the club now. It's time for us to leave. Now, me, when I'm drunk like this, I cannot get inside a car. I will not. I cannot get inside a car. I will walk home. Let me walk home. Do not put me in a car, please, because I get so nauseous when I'm inside cars and I'm drunk. I could walk home perfectly fine, whatever. Just leave me be. Don't put me in a car. But we was in Queens, so we had to get in the car to go to her house. So I remember walking to the car. I don't think I said bye to anybody. I could have walked in the wrong car for all I know. But I sat in the car, and last thing I remember seeing, oh my gosh. The last thing I remember seeing was like the lights on the store, on like bodegas across the street and supermarkets. I don't know, just say for example it was a bodega in a supermarket. I see lights, and then it was blurry, like the light was here and it was there, and I tried to focus on it, and I was like, damn, like I put my head down in a car, and I was like, you gotta do it, you gotta get this out, you have to get this out, Naya. You have to throw up. You're dizzy, your head is spinning, you have to throw up now. That's what my brain was telling me, and I'm telling myself, I'm like, girl, you better hold it in. You better hold this in. For me, so of course my body, I threw up. I threw all the way up. Like, I was outside. I had rolled the window down, and I was out the car window throwing up. I think I might have threw up on the car. Y'all, I was so embarrassed. I don't even want to tell this story anymore, because this is where it gets like really, really, really embarrassing. It's like, girl, oh my god, they really babysat me that night, and I really appreciate my friends, because keep in mind, I didn't eat that day, and this is why all of this is happening, because I did not eat not one thing, and I drank like half a bottle. But anyway, so I'm throwing up at the side of the car. Oh my gosh. And I just remember I kept opening the car door and throwing up outside on the street, and then I remember I had to like hold my vomit in, because it was like, Naya, the police. I'm like, man, rolled the window up. As soon as we passed the police, I said, ugh, right outside the car. This was such an embarrassing night. Wow. And I remember, like, I think I was throwing up outside the car, and I think one of the friends from the next car, because we had two different cars. I was in this one, and a couple other people went inside the next one, because remember, it was a group of us. So I think someone from the next car, one of her cousins, came up to me, and I just remember him saying, oh yeah, she's gone. And I was like, yeah, I'm gone. I couldn't speak. I was like passed out in the back of the car. this only happens when I'm with this same friend too. That's the crazy part. I'm throwing up outside the car. I think I'm throwing up for a minute, for a good minute, because I closed my eyes, and each time I open my eyes back up, it was like getting lighter and lighter outside. Mind you, I think we left the club like 4:30. I don't know what time we left. I don't know. I don't even know what time we left. I'm surprised I still had my phone. Like, I could have lost my phone because I remember driving. I don't know. Anyway, we're driving back to set location, and the very last time I opened my eyes, it was like sunny outside, and we was by another. We just ended up. Okay, so here's the birthday girl. And here's another girl that was in the car with us. We ended up at the girl's house, like one of my friends. We're gonna call her Glasses. So the birthday girl, we're gonna keep calling her birthday girl, and Glasses is the next friend. We ended up at Glasses' house, right? And I just remember, I think I passed out at her house too. I don't remember. I don't remember, and that's like, this is like one of the second times I got too drunk. The only first time was New Year's Eve, and I feel like that's acceptable. New Year's Eve is but I do not remember. And I just remember the next day I was sick. I was eating, like, not vomiting sick, but like I was weak. I couldn't eat. I was like, no, this is not it right here. This is really not it. I'm gonna have to eat all the time, and you should always do that before you drink. Eat. Not even before you drink, but throughout the day, just eat. I don't know why I didn't eat that day, because I knew that I was going to party. So yeah, everyone got home safe. Eventually throughout that day I felt better. Like the next day I didn't have a headache or anything, because my hangovers really aren't that bad. It's more like a body hangover, like my stomach and my throat, because since I'm throwing up, it hurts inside my throat, and I just kind of feel like nauseous, like, so I couldn't really eat. Like, I had Pringles. I think later on that day I had an actual meal. I came home the next day and I told my mom what happened. I was like, I'm like, this is how it went. I woke up and, like, oh my gosh, I wasn't even in the same clothes. I woke up in a whole complete different set of clothes. Like, it's really crazy. So yeah, you guys, that's the story time of how I used the fake ID to get inside a club, and I got way too drunk. I'm surprised I remember it, honestly. Sorry for my appearance too. Don't forget to use my code NAYA20 for this. Everything's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram is down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. So basically, the one who drove us home was the birthday girl's boyfriend, and yeah, it was his car. Technically, no, actually it wasn't his car. It was his parents' car, and I threw up all over it. But I said sorry. I said sorry. I sent my apologies. I'm sorry.